So I went to live with my grandmother my senior year in high school. She let me come live with her. And so my grandmother was an old-timey cook. I mean, there wasn't anything that couldn't be fried. She fried everything. And so she'd make things like frito chili pie, and she would make French fried potatoes. She would take onions and squash and peppers, and she'd put all and potatoes, and she'd put flour in them, and then she'd fry them.
Almost made a batter.
Almost made a batter of them, and she would make she'd make cookies that were those thick, kind of shortbread kind of cookies.
Yes, she did.
And fried chicken, homemade biscuits. But she would make these fried pies because she knew Gerald loved these fried pies. I could probably do without fried pies. Gerald loved fried pies, and she loved to have some guy to cook for her. So she made those quite a bit. And so, yeah, we put on a lot of pounds at my grandmother's table because she really liked to cook. And she lived to be about 88, and she would she'd buy Mellarine. She couldn't afford ice cream, Mellarine, and then she'd put Fritos on it. Or she'd take a biscuit and put a sausage patty on it and put real mayonnaise on it, and that's what she would eat. So we did grow up eating very healthy stuff.
Well, she lived to be 88, too.
She did. Pork. Everything's pork in my family. So we had a lot of pork.
And when would she make the
Yeah.
holidays? Or?
No, just all the time for
She made
him.
'em a
Oh,
lot.
yeah. She liked to cook, so she'd make them for him.
She did.
So, and I'm trying to think of any other desserts. Mainly she made those, didn't she?
You pretty
Maybe
much covered it.
cobblers, maybe cobblers.
She did some cobbler occasionally
Yeah,
and everything
Sorry.
like that.
but yeah. Spam.
Lots
We had spam growing up.
Spam.
And salmon patties.
Oh,
We had
she did
salmon patties every week, and we had spam that was rolled in cornmeal and fried. We had that every week. So that was pretty much our menu, wasn't it? Well, she made
Pretty
meatloaf.
much.
She'd make meatloaf and things like that.
She did. She did.
But yeah,
And did Gerald's family was
My
all
mother made a banquet every meal.
she did, because she lived on a farm
literally,
and
she
people were
lived on-
working.
We lived on a farm, and she was always cooking, and we had, at lunch we'd typically have a picnic out there out in the field somewhere. Dinner, if we had some people that were working with us and all that, they were all welcome to come. And again, I mean, you were talking about we raised our own beef, and we raised our own pork and stuff like that. So we always
Chickens.
had meat. We always had, our chickens. We always had meat. We'd butcher a beef, and I'll never forget going, and the butcher would ask, well, how you want. We go to the Zero Locker plant in Dublin, and he said, how do you want your steaks cooked? And Mom said, about like that. About a quarter to a half inch. And how do you want your ribeyes? About a quarter to a half inch. But that's because my dad always liked them all fried. You
dip them in batter and fry
dip them in batter, and we never, ever had a steak cooked on the grill in my life that I ever recall that. And we always had gravy and biscuits.
Except his mother would make canned biscuits.
She thought that was wonderful.
Because that was an extravagant thing, to have canned biscuits.
You go buy them, 10 cans for $1.
And she could never make biscuits or toast that they weren't burnt.
That's right. She did, because she cooked everything
You scraped
fast.
your toast, always.
So
everything else,
it was
she
the
was
normal
a wonderful
thing.
cook,
You scrape your toast.
But because she was always in a hurry, because she worked in the fields too, so she would come back and do all that. So.
But she would cook a lot. I mean, you'd end up having meat on the table and biscuits and gravy and corn.
At
and
least 2 or 3
beans
side
and
dishes, because she had a garden.
potatoes, and I mean, it was just
everything.
all the time, every time. and that's just the way she cooked.
When-
She cooked for a big family,
Yeah.
although our family was, there were four of us.
But you always had people there, and
We always had people there.